Hello and welcome back to Race Recap. My name is Jackson. This past weekend we had the ARCA Series and a combination race with the ARCA West Series at Phoenix Raceway. So this was the ARCA West first race of the season. It was just the ARCA Series second. 150 laps they ran. The first caution was right out early on when the 21 of Chris Loudon, who's going full time, he's actually going to be in the 11 probably most of the year, but he'll be in the 21 this weekend. He spun around at the exit of turn 2. And also a few other full-time drivers I forgot to mention last time. Actually, the 13 of Todd Souza, the 7 of Takuma Koga, and the 88 of Bridget Burtis. We saw all three of them last season. They're returning once again this season in the ARCA West Series. So then when they got back going, they weren't going for much long because the 35 of Greg Van Alst, full-time in the ARCA Series, got together with another full-time driver, the 30 of Amber Balkin, taking them both hard into the outside wall, ending both of their days. And then the third caution was right out on that restart when the 85 of Ryan Roulette spun around. The fourth caution was for the 70 of Kyle Keller, got it spun around and made a little contact with the driver's side outside wall. And then they calmed it down all the way till the competition caution, but it wasn't brought out for the competition caution because on the lap it was supposed to happen, the 16 of Austin Herzog was a full-time driver in the ARCA West, spun around, and that was the competition caution. And then the sixth caution was brought out when the 42 of Christian Rose spun down the front stretch and made a little contact with the inside wall. And then the seventh caution was for the 12 of D.L. Wilson, who spun around. The eighth caution was again for D.L. Wilson, who went spinning. The ninth caution was for the 9 car of Tanner Reif, who spun in the Sunrise Ford. And then, lastly, there was no caution on the last lap of the race. The 13 of Todd Souza, who had had some earlier contact with Tanner Reif, spun around, got crossing the checker flag, actually, and finished just outside the top 10. Then the checker flag in this race went to the 17 of Taylor Gray. Top 10 here were Taylor Gray. It was an emotional victory for them. Daniel Dye, Sammy Smith, Roger Carruth, Jake Drew, Jesse Love, Nick Sanchez, Josh Berry, glad to see him here in the ARCA Series, along with Derek Kraus, and then Connor Mosack in the 23, rounding out top 10. Bunch of DNFs here. Christian Rose was out for the accident. Bryce Hogbert had problems in the 11, a clutch issue. Zachary Tinkle had engine problems in the 10 this weekend. Amber Balkin and Chris Loudon both out for accidents. Kyle Keller had engine problems. Tim Monroe in the 0-1 had brake issues. Brad Smith in the 48 had overheating problems. Andrew Tuttle, who's in the 39 full-time in the ARCA West Series, had a vibration. Greg Van Alst had handling issues from that early accident. Brian Kaltreader, who is running, I think, full-time in the ARCA Series. He ran Daytona, ran this weekend. Only ran 2 laps, though, before a suspension problem. We'll keep you updated on him. And then Paul Pedroncelli, saw him a lot last year in the ARCA West. Didn't see him much tonight. He had handling issues on lap 1. And then Eric Reed did not start the race in the 66 car. Well, that's all for Race Recap. Come join us, well, about a month and a half, or a little less than that. The ARCA Series is racing at Talladega Super Speedway, though, but don't have to wait long for the other 2 series. The ARCA East is racing next weekend with a bunch of other series. They're going to be at 5 Flags, and then the ARCA West will race next in 2 weeks at Irwindale Speedway.